Hello everyone. Have you ever wanted to make someone like you instantaneously? Sounds a little bit too good to be true, right? In a way, it kind of is, but there are plenty of psychological tricks that are used in sales and related fields that can actually influence someone's opinion about you. The one that I will be talking about in this video is what is known as the Benjamin Franklin effect, and it's pretty interesting. The Benjamin Franklin effect is the idea that if you ask someone to do you a favor and they agree, they will like you more after they do you the favor than they did before. Benjamin Franklin first noted this trick in his autobiography. He writes of a story of when he wanted to become more favorable to a political rival he didn't get along with. Franklin asked if he could borrow a book from him. He agreed, and after Franklin was finished, he returned the book and told his rival he enjoyed it. After that, Franklin's rival treated Franklin much better than he did before, and they actually became friends. Franklin noted, "He that has once done you a kindness will be more ready to do you another than he whom you yourself have obliged." But what is going on here? Why would someone treat you better after they do you a favor? Well, there are a couple theories. The first theory has to do with cognitive dissonance. If you want to learn more about this topic in depth, you can check out my cognitive dissonance video. I will put the link in the description. Essentially, this is when people become uncomfortable by holding two conflicting beliefs. In this case, the first belief is that you feel neutral or negatively about a person. The second belief is that you do favors for people you like. So in this case, if you do a favor for someone and you feel negatively or neutral about that person, it puts you in an imbalance since you believe you would only do a favor for somebody you like. In order to resolve this dissonance, you would have to change one of these beliefs. In this case, you would change your belief that you feel negatively or neutral about a person to thinking you feel positively about them, because that is easier to do. The second theory has to do with something called the self-perception theory. This will sound similar to cognitive dissonance theory, but it is slightly different. This theory focuses more on how we perceive ourselves in relation to our actions. If I do something good for someone who I have no pre-existing relationship with, I will try to make sense of my own actions in the context of who I am as a person and my own narrative. So if I do a favor for someone, I'll have to rationalize why I did it in my own head and probably come to the conclusion that I like that person. Our lives are stories told by our own internal narrators. It would be a pretty strange story if we kept doing favors for people who we didn't view favorably. And for our mental states to be consistent, our inner narration has to be logical. It is important to note that the Benjamin Franklin effect might not be successful all the time. Many studies have proven this effect, and I will put the links in the description, but a lot of it has to do with your immediate reaction to a belief that isn't that strong. If I absolutely despise someone and they ask me to borrow my pen, that isn't going to change the fact that I absolutely despise that person. In fact, they probably won't be getting my pen. So where will you see this effect? Well, it is often used in sales situations. Let's say you're looking for a new pair of fancy shoes. While you're in the store, a salesperson walks by holding a bunch of shoe boxes and asks you to hold the door open for her. When she comes back, she thanks you and asks you what type of shoes you are looking for. Now ask yourself, if this were you in real life, would you be more inclined to have her potentially sell you a pair of shoes after doing her a favor? The answer might be no, but like all things, it is completely dependent on the situation, and in many cases this tends to work. The same could happen if you're in class and someone you don't know asks to borrow your pen. You give them your pen and strike up a conversation directly after. Even this little favor has made you think slightly better of this person, all because of our inner belief that we will only do good things for people that we like. So next time you want to be liked a little more by someone, maybe ask if you can borrow their pen or if they can hold the door open for you. While these psychological tricks don't work all the time for a variety of reasons, the underlying cognitive mechanics are still there. With that being said, you can do me a favor by clicking the like button and sharing this video with someone who might think this is interesting. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.